Can we talk about what Sirens is about and what happened
Yeah.
to you in Sacramento? And I don't want to like trigger anybody, and just like a heads up, it is a story of, it is a mass shooting, right? Like you,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happened?
So in 2022, Aly and I and our band survived a mass shooting in Sacramento, California in April. And it was the first night of our Touch of the Beat tour, very first night. So our crew wasn't super used to the loadout timing because we just hadn't been doing it. No one was on a roll at that point. It was night one. So loadout can take a really long time after a show. And it happened to take longer than usual. And at 2 a.m., we heard gunfire in the bus. We were in the bus at the time. And we all got down on the floor, sheltered in place for as long as we could until we heard, the gunshots subside. And 6 people died on the street that night. I mean, it was insane. We toured the rest of the tour with bullet holes in our back trailer holding our gear as well as our bus. So the reminder of that every night as we're playing was really, really intense. But in that moment, we made a pact with each other that we would really use our music as a way to kind of serve our fans beyond just the music, but let them know this is something that really matters to Aly and I, and how do we get behind this on a bigger level. So every night on stage, we talk about it. We've done a lot of work now with March for Our Lives, Sandy Hook Promise, Everytown, March 4th, just trying to advocate for gun reform, whether that's safe storage, banning assault weapons. There's many things that we've now touched on the road. And it was just really important to us that we wrote a song that, very much told the story of that night, but also told the story of the future and how we want to see change.
Why was now the right time to write a record about what happened to you? Because you released a whole album in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I think it was us spending time with that song to really make sure we got it right. And I think some things just sit with you in a way where you kind of process it over time. It's not this like overnight, I'm healed from this traumatic experience. And I think for us, it took the right amount of time to kind of process it with each other, with our band, with our crew, with my husband, who was also there, my dog. I mean, he was fine, thankfully. But
Poor thing, he's processed it.
He's probably processed in his own way. He's like, what the? But it was just one of those things where, it just felt right to speak about this subject matter on this record because we were being so personal, because we were talking about so many specific events that were going on in our life. And it just felt natural that Sirens would be a song included in that.
Yeah, we weren't ready to really release that when With Love From.
Yeah.
Did you guys know what was going on? Like when you were on your bus and you started to hear the gunshots, did you know immediately what was happening?
Immediately.
Yeah. And I think part of
Just
that
assumed, which is sad.
is we grew up around guns. We went to shooting ranges as kids. We knew gun safety really well because our parents, shot. So now I look at it with a different perspective. We're really kind of just not going to go to a shooting range and even just partake in that for even just like an activity. But I think because of knowing, what that sound was, it was immediately clear that it was gunfire. So
it was a rowdy night. I mean, it was like super late. It was not a safe street. Like it just kind of all made sense at the time that that's what it was.
Yeah.
What was it like going back? Because you filmed the music video back in Sacramento, didn't you?
Like
what was it
right
going
on that street.
What was it like going
on
back?
the same street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an aggressive choice.
Yeah.
On our part, but we felt like
It's
we
real
needed-
though.
It's
very real. Yeah. And like that whole street corner is it's just a part of Sacramento that's just having not a great moment. A lot of the shops are kind of shut down, and I think it just kind of showed the sadness and loneliness of what gun violence does to a place and a community and people. It was definitely eerie going back there. But we thought it was a powerful statement to make in the music video. So we went and shot it quite quickly, and then just were like, okay, we're out,
Yeah.
and got off the street. Yeah.
One of the lyrics, "Some other lies on a sidewalk by her son." Is that real? What are you channeling in that moment?
No, in that moment, I mean, that's not something we saw that night, thank God. In that moment, to me, it represents that there are mothers all over that are losing their children because of this. And when I think of this song, I just immediately think of a mom that's lying by her son who's dying of a gunshot wound. I don't know what it is. It's just that's the first thing I think of.
Yeah.
And now I think with Aly having a kid, it's like now that the perspective of that lyric is even stronger than it's ever been.
It feels like almost, it's like it's prophetic in a way that we speak about specifically a son, and then I
Yeah.
have a son
Totally.
myself, and how we just think that it's going to be any other day, and you could be caught in the middle of something tragic, and we shouldn't have to live like that. So it was just an important message to speak to our fans. And I think music has this like amazing way of getting a hard topic or a hard message to the right person that needs to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, like the leading cause of death for children remains guns.
Correct.
Yeah.